I have my hands on the Moto G Stylus 2023 variant. In this video I'll provide unboxing and review, so if you haven't subscribed you can subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And this is Variety Stick. Without any further ado, let's find out. Now, I purchased my unit from Straight Talk, and this unit cost me $129. If you guys willing to get the same phone, you might find the phone available through Metro, Boost Mobile, Cricket, and these carriers push more price discounts, and sometimes they give it to you free. It depends on the deals and special they have. Always check the local store for more details and pricing for the same phone if you are interested. Now, for people who want to buy the phone unlocked and international, the phone will cost around $200. €200, depends where you live. And by the way, since we're talking about the specification right now, this phone only LTE. I'm expecting Moto they will release another 5G variant with different specification. Now, the display, we have IPS LCD with 90 Hz refresh rate, 6.5 inches, 20 by 9. The resolution only 720p. You guys will expect downgrade from the previous predecessor from Moto, the Moto G Stylus 2022, which is weird a little bit. The operating system, Android 13, and the processor is going to be MediaTek MT6769. From what I know, it's a decent processor and it should provide also decent performance. I'm looking to test the processor later on this video. Now, the graphics chip is going to be Mali G52, and the memory in the phone 64 gigabytes. Also, this is downgrade from the predecessor, 4 gigabyte of RAM. No improve on the RAM as well. The camera, we have also two camera. That's another downgrade. We have 50 megapixel wide, 1.8 aperture with 2 megapixel macro, so we don't have depth or ultra wide camera in this device. Now, for the video capability of recording, the max resolution is going to be 1080 at 60 FPS. The front-facing camera is going to be 8 megapixel with video recording 1080 at 30 FPS. And the battery is 5000 milliamp, support quick charge 15 watt. Now, the main disadvantage of the phone, no 5G, only LTE and less memory than the last year Moto Stylus, only 64 gigabytes, a plastic build, and no NFC. And the main advantages, the phone is water repellent, affordable price, and a stereo speaker by Dolby system, and a stylus pen. Now let's do the unboxing and take a quick look on the phone, give you my first impression. Now, for the packaging, it depends on where you purchase the phone from. For example, this is come from Straight Talk. Normally the box look like a book. It opens and also is going to show you the phone and some of the main specification, as I explained earlier, with some information about the plans that they offer. Let's go ahead and open it. It should open from here. And this is of course not my best experience of unboxing a phone. So we have a box and we have another box and we have a plastic lid. And first thing we're going to see which is the phone. Let me see if we can take the phone out. And this is the first look on the back of the phone. The phone feels nice in the hands, honestly, and very smooth, as you guys can see. Let's go ahead and remove the plastic. So we're gonna have the front-facing camera from here. We have the SIM tray. We have also dedicated fingerprints going to be with the power key, volume up, volume down. Also, we should have two speakers, one fire from the front, one from the bottom. We have C-type to charge, and we have headphone jack. And the phone feels very nice in the hands. It has some edges from here, help the grip. But I feel like the phone is very slippery because it's very smooth and also very shiny. The phone looks beautiful from the back. Honestly, I give Moto credit for this beautiful design. So let me set this on the side and see what else we have. Also, Moto, they will give you this time around cable to charge the phone, which is always nice to see, and 15 watt of quick charging, or what Moto call it, turbo charger. And we have SIM ejector tool and some information for the activation, the IMEI number, and quick start guide. And let's move back to the phone. We're gonna power the phone on, and as always we're gonna spend time with the phone, download games, test the phone, test the battery, test pretty much everything, and we're gonna come back with more details and more information. Now let's kick off with the design and build construction. And honestly, I like the design, the way the phone look, the beautiful back with the shiny blue color. The phone also has very nice grip with the curved edges, so the phone has very nice brush design. And also I feel like the phone is very easy to use in one hand back to the 20:9 ratio. But if we're gonna take this phone in comparison with the Moto G stylus, for instance, the 21 variant, you guys can see the size difference between these two phones. You can see easily that Moto has made the phone way smaller. The size screen is smaller, 6.5, comparing with the other Moto stylus that we have seen before, 6.8. So that's not something I like, that because people want to buy this specific phone, maybe they like the phone to be with a large screen. Now you change the size of the phone and make the phone smaller, some people, they're not going to be attracted to the phone. Also, the phone has the dedicated fingerprint located on the side, and it seems to me working very accurate and very fast, and you don't have any problem with the fingerprint sensor. As any budget device, you guys will expect the build construction will be made out of plastic. The frame also will be plastic. The phone, in my opinion, feels and look a premium in the hands. One of the things also I like about the design, that the phone has two speakers. You can't really see a speaker on the front, but we have a stereo speaker, one to fire from the front, one fire from the bottom, and honestly my experience with the sound in this phone was great. Now for the operating system, always nice to see the latest operating system, which is what we have here on this phone, Android 13. My overall experience, the phone used the stock Android, so you guys are not going to see so many apps that you don't need on the phone. Most of these apps going to be related to the carrier, and some of them for Google. The experience in general, the software is very snappy. I didn't see any lags. Also, because the screen has 90 Hz refresh rate, enhanced the experience overall for the software. Now, Moto software offer a lot of features and tips. I'm not going to be able to cover everything on this video, but I'm going to show you some. But I will be making dedicated video to show you all the tips and tricks and what you can do also with the stylus pin. But worth mention, if you just shake the phone, the flash will turn on. If you want to shut the flash off, just shake the phone again. Now, if you want to run the camera, you can twist the phone. If you want to run the front-facing camera, twist it one more time. And the phone also, once you pop the stylus pin, it's going to bring this menu, and this menu offers so many shortcuts. Also, you can take screenshot or record short video. As I said, I will cover all of these features in separate video. Now, speaking of the display, I'm disappointed a little bit from the Moto G Stars 2023 for two big reasons. First one, the resolution now, instead of 1080p, what we have seen in the predecessor stylophone, now it's 720p. And also the amount of PPI is less than before, that because we have less resolution, and also the phone has a smaller screen. Overall speaking, the display is acceptable. Not the best thing I have seen on a phone within the same range of price, but at the end of the day, you just have to take it as is. Also nice to see 90 Hz refresh rate help you with navigation on the phone and make the touch more sensitive and more accurate and more snappy. Now for the hardware performance, overall speaking, the performance was decent, especially if you want to use application like social media, TikTok, Facebook, you don't have any issues. If you want to play 3D games, not too heavy, or 2D games, you should have no problems. But I have tested two games. Temple Run runs perfect, no problems, give you up to 60 frame rates, which is good. But I have noticed when you play Asphalt 9, the game will struggle a little bit, and it's not going to give you 60 frame to play. It's going to give you up to 30 frame, and it's not going to be the best experience. It doesn't mean the hardware in the phone or the hardware performance is bad in this device. At the end of the day, this is a budget friendly device, and this is what we will expect from a phone within the same range of price. One of the disappointments, as I said, 64 gigabyte of storage, still decent amount with 4 gigabyte of RAM, but I didn't see any improvements on the hardware specifications. Now for the battery performance, Moto Stylus 23 has 5000 milliamp, and put in your account the phone doesn't have high resolution, only 720p. With a smaller screen, doesn't consume a lot of power, so the battery doesn't drain quickly. Overall, my experience with the battery was great. The phone will give you up to 14 hours of screen on time. I would say even if you are a heavy user, you guys will expect the phone to last you day and a half up to 2 days, or sometimes 3 days. It depends on how you use the device. I have no complaint whatsoever about the battery, and Moto made a great job with the battery performance. Now last but not least will be the camera. On the back we have 2 camera, comparing with the 21 variants has 4 camera. The 2022 has a triple camera, means less capability for the camera, so we missed the depth sensor, and we also missed the ultra wide camera. So that means this phone won't be able to do the same thing as the previous Moto Stylus phones. But after snapping some pictures here and there, take pictures in different situations, I have realized if you take pictures outside, you guys are gonna get decent pictures. If you're willing to zoom up to 2x, you will be fine. 4x and more, up to 8x, which is what the phone will give you, the picture will be cropped and you're not gonna get clear image on the phone. The phone offers macro pictures, which is okay, something nice to see, but I rather to have ultra wide more than macro. Now if you take picture within medium light, it will be okay. It's not going to be perfect. You're still going to see some noise in the pictures. Low light situation, for whatever reason, I tried to take 2 dark pictures and they were not good in this phone. And if you have like low light but not too dark, it will be acceptable, but also you're going to see a lot of noise in the pictures. You are able to take portrait pictures, macro. The phone offers some features, but due to less camera, this phone is not capable to do as good as any other device we have seen before from Motorola. Now the front-facing camera provides decent pictures, has portrait, and within the average of any budget device. I didn't see anything special about the front-facing camera, but in my opinion was decent. Now if you're willing only to spend $130, maybe you can consider the Moto G stylus. The phone offers stylus pen, 90 Hz refresh rate, great battery performance, dual speaker, so the phone has some good features and the price is very reasonable. Now if you own one of the previous Moto Stylus phone and you want to upgrade, I would say stay away from this phone, because I feel this phone is more of a downgrade than upgrade if you own any of the previous versions. That was very much it for that video. I wish you guys find it helpful. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe for more videos here on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we will talk to you in the next video.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, gotta